This Grandmacore garden makeover feels like a cozy cottage dream. Starting your own Grandmacore garden is like opening a door to a storybook world. It's not just about planting flowers, it's about crafting a cozy, nostalgic escape that feels lovingly worn in. This guide walks you through every step to bring that dream to life. Whether you have a tiny patch or a spacious yard, this makeover is all about heart and charm. In this video, you'll learn how to plan, plant, decorate, and style your garden with vintage charm and lived-in beauty. From selecting flowers to arranging teacups, every choice helps build a truly heartfelt space. Let's begin the transformation into your own cozy cottage dream. How to start your Grandmacore garden makeover. The first step is observing your current space. Look for areas with good sunlight and natural paths. Sketch out a simple plan with zones for sitting, planting, and decor. Use soft curves instead of straight lines to reflect a natural aged look. Prioritize charm over perfection. Think of the garden like a lived-in room outdoors. Add areas for wandering, stopping, and admiring. You don't need to finish it all at once. Begin with one section and let it grow with time. The Grandmacore aesthetic is about storytelling through layering. Start a garden journal to track your ideas, plant choices, and evolving layout. Planning a cozy cottage layout. Start by breaking the garden into functional, cozy zones. You'll want a mix of open areas and tucked-away corners. Use natural dividers like shrubs, low fences, or climbing vines. Imagine the way light travels through the space across the day. Lay out soft paths and staggered planting areas to avoid rigid lines. Think of where a bench or arbor would feel welcoming. Keep it informal. Let curves lead the eye and invite curiosity. A well-laid plan should feel discovered, not designed. Use chalk spray or rope to trace layout ideas on the ground before committing. Designing winding paths and flower beds. Choose soft, meandering lines instead of straight paths. Use gravel, mulch, or reclaimed bricks for the walkway. Design flower beds along these paths to draw people in. Let plants spill slightly over the edges for a natural flow. Position taller plants toward the back and mix in colors that bloom at different times. Include stepping stones for extra whimsy. If space allows, curve the path just enough to hide what's ahead. It adds a sense of garden mystery. Edging your beds with low growing thyme adds structure and fragrance. Choosing the right garden zones. Think in layers, use vertical elements like trellises, medium-height flowers, and low ground covers. Define a seating zone, a planting area, and a decorative corner. These zones give your garden purpose and ease. Sunny spots are perfect for floral displays or veggie beds. Shade zones can hold ferns or a quiet reading chair. Keep pathways practical and link zones with visual cues like repeated plants or colors. Use garden mirrors in shady corners to reflect light and expand space. Adding cottage-style arbors and trellises. Install a wooden or metal arbor at an entry point or path intersection. Let vines like clematis or roses climb freely. Trellises can frame views or separate zones, giving height to the garden. Choose aged or weathered finishes to match the Grandmacore style. Even simple bamboo frames can work if plants grow wild over them. These features invite the eye upward and create a storybook feel. Paint metal structures in muted tones like sage or cream for a soft vintage look. Repainting old furniture for rustic charm. Find old wooden chairs, tables, or shelves at flea markets or your garage. Sand off the rough edges, then repaint using pastel or chalk-based paint. Let a little wear show through for that perfectly aged look. Seal with outdoor varnish to protect against the elements. Mix and match colors but stay in a muted palette. Place the furniture in shaded corners or under a tree. Think of it as outdoor nostalgia. Use floral fabric scraps to make simple cushions or seat covers. Creating secret nooks with vintage seating. Pick hidden corners of the garden or frame new ones with tall plants. Add a bench or chair surrounded by blooms. Make it feel like a place you'd stumble upon in a storybook. You can enhance the nook with a lantern, an old book, or hanging decor. Let vines climb nearby or flowers spill into the seat area. It should feel unplanned, like it grew there naturally. Add a small bell or chime nearby for a whimsical ambient touch. Building a garden gate with character. A garden gate sets the tone. Start with salvaged wood or iron. Build a simple frame or rework an old door. Add curved shapes and paint it in soft whites, blues, or greens. Hang it slightly crooked if it fits the space. It adds to the storybook feel. Let vines trail over the top, or place potted flowers on either side. It becomes an invitation into another world. Attach a handmade sign with a sweet name for your garden or nook. Best flowers for a Grandmacore look. Focus on heirloom varieties: roses, sweet peas, hollyhocks, lavender. These timeless blooms bring soft color and nostalgia. Choose colors like blush, cream, dusty purple, and butter yellow. Look for seeds labeled Cottage Garden or Heirloom Blend. Avoid overly structured or hybrid-looking plants. Let nature guide the final result. Include a few flowering herbs like chamomile and borage. They're both useful and beautiful. Layering plants for a wild, natural feel. Start with the tallest plants in back: sunflowers, delphiniums, or hollyhocks. Mid-height plants like phlox or daisies go next. Use trailing ground covers like alyssum in front. Don't be afraid to mix heights randomly for a wilder look. Let plants tumble together naturally. A crowded garden is a joyful one in Grandmacore design. Mix flower shapes, spires, puffs, and drooping bells for visual interest. Mixing perennials and self-seeding annuals. Plant reliable perennials like lavender, echinacea, and salvia. Fill gaps with annuals like cosmos and calendula that will self-seed each year. It keeps the garden looking full without replanting. Let the annuals wander and find their own spots each season. You'll notice new surprises year to year. This is how the garden begins to feel alive. Avoid overly aggressive self-seeders like mint in mixed beds. Plant them in containers. Growing roses, foxgloves, and daisies. Choose old-fashioned rose varieties with strong fragrance. Plant foxgloves in partial sun. They tower beautifully in the back. Scatter daisies where you want cheerfulness. Prune roses regularly, and plant foxglove in clusters for best impact. Daisies will spread with ease if you let them go wild. These three bring both grace and playfulness to the garden. Mix in white and pastel pink flowers nearby to soften the visual palette. Planting a mini herb corner. Pick a sunny corner near your seating or kitchen access. Plant rosemary, thyme, oregano, and basil in clusters. Use terracotta pots or wooden planters to define the area. Label herbs with vintage-style signs or wooden tags. Add edible flowers like nasturtiums to bring color and function. This space becomes both beautiful and useful. Use gravel mulch around herbs to prevent rot and give a tidy finish. Edible plants that look beautiful too. Choose plants like rainbow chard, purple basil, and kale. They look vibrant and are edible. Interplant with marigolds and nasturtiums for color and natural pest control. Keep rows loose and mix with flowers for a natural effect. Use decorative planters or old crates to create visual layers. Add strawberries to hang over edges, and mix herbs between veggie rows. Edibles can be as charming as any flower bed. Grow purple or variegated varieties for extra visual appeal. Creating a scented garden path. Line paths with fragrant herbs like thyme, lavender, and rosemary. Choose plants that release scent when brushed by ankles or hands. Add flowering jasmine or honeysuckle to climb nearby trellises. Consider scented ground covers that soften walkways. Let mint or chamomile grow between stepping stones for fragrance with every step. The path becomes an immersive sensory experience. Trim aromatic herbs often to release their scent more freely. Flea market finds that add cozy charm. Hunt for worn garden tools, ceramic pots, lace tablecloths, and enamelware. These pieces add instant character. Even chipped items can be beautiful when grouped creatively. Display them in clusters or on open shelves outdoors. Let old watering cans hold fresh blooms. Look for pieces with patina, they tell a story without words. Stick to a palette. Pastels, cream, and rust tones feel the most Grandmacore. DIY vintage garden decor ideas. Repurpose household items. Turn old frames into plant trellises or mirrors into wall art. Use crates or drawers as vertical planters. Look around before you buy new. Paint old picture frames with pastel chalk paint and hang from tree limbs. Fill teapots with soil and flowers for charming table accents. Vintage doesn't need to cost much, it just needs love. Use weatherproof clear coat spray to protect delicate vintage items outdoors. Using crochet, teacups, and pillows outdoors. Add crochet table runners, doilies, and lace throws to garden tables and benches. Choose soft, pastel-colored fabrics that resist fading. Mix textures for a layered look. Display old teacups on shelves or fill them with succulents. Use outdoor pillows with vintage prints to add comfort. These small touches turn a garden into a living room. Choose quick-dry inserts and washable covers to keep outdoor pillows fresh. Decorating with birdhouses and lanterns. Hang wooden birdhouses in trees or on poles near flower beds. Choose weathered finishes or decorate them with floral paint. Add antique lanterns for that soft, timeless charm. Mix shapes and sizes of lanterns and birdhouses for a whimsical feel. Use low-hanging branches or garden hooks. They bring charm by day and ambience at night. Line lanterns with solar LED candles for easy upkeep and glow. Hanging solar lanterns and fairy lights. Drape string lights between trees or across garden arches. Hang solar lanterns from hooks, fences, or shepherd's poles. Go for warm white or golden hues for a soft glow. Use fairy lights in glass jars or under bell cloches for magic at dusk. Let some lights trail onto the ground for a starlit garden path. It transforms your garden into a dreamscape. Choose rechargeable solar panels with warm LED settings for consistency. Creating a glowing garden at night. Combine lanterns, candles, string lights, and soft uplighting to illuminate your garden. Position lighting at different heights for layered glow. Keep everything dim and cozy. Use solar stake lights to guide paths and accent flower beds. Add lighting near seating for evening tea or quiet reading. Your garden should feel magical and welcoming after dusk. Avoid bright white lights, they overpower the cozy evening vibe. Soft evening lighting tips. Choose amber-toned bulbs and diffuse lighting sources like frosted glass. Place lights behind plants for soft silhouettes. Highlight textures like brick, vines, or climbing roses. Layer your lighting. Low glow from the ground, twinkle from above. Use battery lanterns for mobility and convenience. Subtlety creates warmth in every corner. Hide small solar lights in mason jars with dried petals for gentle garden ambience. Setting up a cottagecore picnic spot. Choose a shaded lawn or under tree spot. Lay down a floral sheet or gingham blanket. Add a basket, enamelware, fresh flowers, and books. Use cushions or low stools to create comfort. Set up a thermos of tea, fresh pastries, and vintage cups. It's about charm, not perfection. Keep a foldable picnic kit on hand so you can set up anytime the mood strikes. Styling a garden tea corner. Place a small table and 2 vintage chairs under a tree or arch. Decorate with floral tablecloths, lace doilies, and teacups. Keep it cozy and slightly overgrown with nearby flowers. Add a cake stand, stacked books, and a small teapot centerpiece. This space becomes your personal afternoon escape. Keep it shaded and serene. Plant lavender or mint nearby so their scents float through tea time. Making your garden feel like home. Add things that reflect you: wind chimes, heirloom pots, handmade signs. Use pieces from your past to tell your story. The space should welcome you every day. Keep a journal nearby to sketch plans or write thoughts. A garden is a relationship, nurtured by daily rituals. Make it your quiet haven. Rotate decor with the seasons to keep your space fresh, familiar, and comforting. Thanks for watching Eterna Decor, where style is timeless and every space tells a story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for your decor inspiration. Until next time, stay creative and keep making your home uniquely yours.